go.
Okay, Alicia. Okay. Okay. A midnight dream. It was a quiet night. The clock had just struck 12. The moon was high, and the stars were shining like tiny lamps in the sky. I was lying in bed, eyes closed, when I felt myself drift into a strange dream. In the dream, I stood in the middle of a dark forest. The trees were tall and silent. A soft wind moved through the leaves, making a gentle whisper. I looked around, unsure of where I was. The air smelled like rain and earth. It was so peaceful, but also a little scary. Suddenly, I saw a light in the distance. It was small, like a candle, but it glowed bright. I walked towards it, step by step, careful not to trip. As I got closer, I saw a small house made of glass. Inside, there was a woman dressed in white. She smiled at me and waved. I opened the door and stepped inside. The room was warm and full of soft music. The woman spoke, but I couldn't hear her words. Still, I felt calm. She gave me a book with no title. I opened it and they were pages of blank. Then so slowly words began to appear. They told the story of my life, my hopes, my dreams, and my fears. I turned the pages, reading about things I had forgotten. Some made me smile, some made me cry. A woman touched my shoulder and said, "This is your heart, never lose it." Suddenly, the house began to fade. The trees outside turned into clouds. The music stopped. I felt myself falling like a leaf in the wind. Then I woke up. My room was quiet again. The moon was still there, watching from the sky. I sat up and looked around. Everything and everyone was normal. But I felt different. The dream had touched something deep inside me. But I don't know who that woman was or why she gave me that book. But I remember her words. And now every time I feel lost, I think of that midnight dream. It reminds me of this. It reminds me to listen to my heart and keep walking, even when the path is dark. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, also a touching one, right? Thank you so much.